I'm still exploring and trying to find better ways of making charcoal briquettes. In this video, my aim is to make more compact briquettes that burn more efficiently. Begin by sieving out your sawdust and charcoal dust so that you have consistent particles while you're making your briquette. Measure your charcoal dust in a 5-liter tin, your sawdust in a 1-liter tin, and about 1 cup of wheat flour. Add the charcoal and sawdust into a mixing bowl and mix thoroughly. Next, we are going to prepare our wheat flour paste that will act as our binder. Go ahead and add about 1 liter of water into your saucepan and bring it to boil. And then separately, you're going to add cold water into a separate cup and add about 2 tablespoons of wheat flour. And then you're going to stir your cold mixture, avoiding any lumps. And once that is done, you're going to add your mixture into your boiling water while you're stirring. And this is to avoid any lumps forming into your wheat flour paste. While you're doing this process, feel free to add more and more wheat flour into your mixture until you've achieved the right consistency, or rather the right thickness. And just like when you're baking your cake, you want to set aside part of your dry mixture just in case you need more and just in case you have less water, or in this case, the binder. And once you've done that, create a hole or a crater right in the middle of the remaining dry mixture. And by this time, our binder must be ready. As you can see, I did not use the whole of the wheat flour. So you want to achieve the right thickness in your binder, not very watery and also not very heavy. When you move your cooking spoon, you want to experience some resistance, and that should be the right consistency. And now we are going to go ahead and add our wheat flour paste or binder into our mixture. So since our binder is hot, you would like to use a mixing tool for the first process or the first few minutes when you're mixing your binder to your dry mixture. And of course, feel free to add the dry mixture or more of the liquid as desired. And after a while, the temperature comes down, and now you can go in with your hands so that you feel the consistency and the stickiness. And in case the mixture is still sticky, you can still add more dry mixture until you achieve the right consistency. The right consistency should be when you bring it together and it can form a ball, then that should be ready to form your briquettes. So in this moment, I'm still adding the dry mixture. And in a moment, we should achieve the right stickiness or the right consistency for us to go ahead to the next process. Also, something else to note, the less water you have in your mixture, the better. because it will take a shorter time to dry. And this time, our mixture is ready to be molded. I have a new homemade briquette mold press. I began by placing the base plate and the cylinder, and then I had to remove the compressing wheel all the way out. Then the next step now is to fill the cylinder with the mixture, filling it in as much as I can while leaving like a half a centimeter gap at the top. And then I'll go ahead and position my plunger right on top of the cylinder. And then once that is done, I'm going to replace the wheel and move it in a clockwise motion, hereby compressing the mixture. And once I have achieved some resistance, I'll stop and I'll do a clockwise motion just to loosen the plunger and the base plate. And then I'll go ahead and remove the base plate so that there is way for my briquette to come out from the bottom side. Then I'm going to move the wheel in a clockwise motion while it slowly pushes my compressed briquette downward and out. And once I've done that, I'm going to place my briquette in the drying tray and set it in the sun to dry. Our briquettes are now completely dry and ready to use. I'm using this sawdust and wax fire starter that I made. I've also done a video on the same. So begin by arranging the small charcoal briquettes right next to your fire starter and arranging the others on the sides. Using a paper and a lighter, you're going to light up your fire starter right in the middle and give it about 5 minutes for all your coals to have caught fire. And as you can see in this video, our coals are really bright and hot and burning better than the first briquettes that I made. So I went ahead and put my grill on and cooked a light meal of roasted potatoes and some coffee. Thank you so much for watching. My hope is that you learned something about briquette making. If you go ahead and create your own briquette, let me know in the comment section how your briquettes turned out. And also let me know if you have better ideas or better processes of making briquettes. Subscribe, like, and share. I'm going to see you in the next video.